Buenos días, Nifties. Bienvenidos a Nitari Nicole. I am Nicole, and we are a crafting community. So grab your work in progress, also known as a whip, and let's get started on our 10-minute crafting break. Today I am just continuing my block 8 of my Annie's Kit Club. I think, you know what, that one's a little bit big. I'll just go ahead and do it again. This is my pour over coffee in the morning. We have, I don't know if you can hear, I can hear. We have some visitors today. They are doing construction on the property here, and they're they're having a good time, and as we should. Work is better if you have a good time. Okay, so I'm doing a standing double crochet. Okay, this one worked better. And I think I am I got out my other squares because I want to start comparing just to see if I have enough. So these were the 5 double crochets. Now I'm going to do the V stitch again, which is a double crochet, another double crochet, and that makes the V. And then we go into the top of the 5th double crochet. Okay, Nifties, today we are super lucky because Annie's Craft Club followed us on Instagram. So I guess after you post, 30 videos using their patterns, then they finally take notice, which is exciting. I think they're the first company that is, like a big company that has noticed. And I don't know how big they are, but they're big to me because, I've liked them since the pandemic. There are so many beautiful projects they have there. Like they also do, let's see, I'm not very good at counting. Look at what happened. Look, there's an error. I hate an error. Oh, no, it's not an error. Okay. I hate an error, so then I probably have to do it again. Okay. Yeah. They have so many cute projects, like not just knitting and crochet, which to me is, like what I'm thinking about with fiber arts, but they also have like other craft projects, and I've wanted to do them actually, but I am trying to just finish the projects that I have at home. Although, our nifty Nettie, she was like, oh, you have to start the new project with the sweater, the interlac sweater. And especially she thought that since the pattern was free, I should do it. And I'm thinking about it. One thing I really do like is when you can use a bamboo because I love bamboo, right? I talked about that. Fibers. So if I could find a bamboo like striping yarn, I think I would probably do it. I don't know if I'm just not aware that there's a lot of knit shops in my area. But I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of them have to shut down because of our big box stores, which I love too. Who doesn't love a store where you can get every crafting supply you want? But at the same time, there's definitely something to be said about the beauty, about the charm of a knit shop. And so I'm actually going to be going to a knit shop very soon in a place called Seal Beach, which is pretty close to me. Not like crazy close, but not too far. And so because of that, I'm going to look there to see if they have any yarn that fits my preferences. like you can hear the workers and they're laughing so loud, but they're also clearly working. You know, you can hear the machines going and the nailing and things like that. And I just think, wow, that must be a good job to have where, I mean, there must be hard too because it's been hot, but it must be a good job to have where you can laugh. Okay, so here is a different square. I knew I was getting close. So I'm supposed to do actually one more. I'm supposed to do 15 rows. And that means, so I just did 14 with the V's. I'm supposed to finish with a row of these double crochets, but I feel like it's gonna be too big. And so that's kind of where I stopped yesterday. So here's my, another one that I think is a good size. Ooh. Okay, but if we blocked it, it would block to that size. So I feel like it's better to just stop so that it'll fit. Okay, so then what they tell you to do is they say don't turn, and then now you have to do one to get to the next level. So normally you would switch. Oh, it's still cute. Okay, normally you would switch to, I wonder if I should turn it. Because if you turn it, this is clearly the front and this is like the back. And the back is pretty too, but the front, normally you do it on the front. I think I am going to turn it this time just because I wasn't able to finish the pattern. Okay, so then they want you to normally switch to the smaller hook. And normally I would switch to the smaller hook because I like to follow directions. But I think that I'm not going to, because if I do switch to the smaller hook, then the stitches aren't going to line up with my other squares. So I'm just gonna, I did one because I'm gonna do a single crochet all the way around, and that is going to be the border. And besides not being able to count very well, even though I feel like I was a good math teacher, and it's dumb that I say that I can't count, but that is a difficulty for me. Another thing I'm not very good, that is mathy, is I'm not very good at is estimating. And so the instructions say that you're supposed to do 25 across and 3 in each corner. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to mark out the corners because I know my 25 does not count those 3. Okay. And then I did do a little math because, you know, I do have some math ability, and I divided 25 in half. And if you divide 25 in half, of course, there's an odd stitch out. So because of that, I'm going to put that odd stitch in the middle. And I know I'm going to, it's right here, stitch right there. So that's one stitch, right? And then now I have to divide the other 24 stitches. And in half, that means 12 and 12. So then if I divide each of these in half, okay, I'm gonna put 12 on each side of the blue. And then for 12 to be on each side of the blue, if I split that, half of 12 is 6. So I'm gonna go 6, 6, 1 here, 6, 6, and that makes 25 with 3 in the corners. Oh, Nifties, I don't understand how the time goes so fast. It like goes so fast when we're having a good time, and it's gonna be the corner. This is gonna be the corner, so I'm gonna start here. It just goes so fast when we're having a good time and just enjoying our craft and having our favorite drink. In this case, it's coffee. Not our favorite drink all the time, but, you know, having a good drink. And I think it makes it almost as much fun as the workers outside are having with their laughter. I hope you, probably you did not laugh because, you know, it's not that funny here, but I hope that you do feel a little bit more peace. And if you do, please like and share our videos, and I hope that we will see you tomorrow. Nos vemos.